Hello, everyone. Thank you for your patience. A warm welcome to everybody to the latest episode of MSME Masterclass. It's a platform where various industry visionaries come and explore the dynamic world of small and medium enterprises. I'm your host, Nikhil, and today we have a remarkable guest who has steered the course of countless success stories. He's not just an industry professional, he's a driving force, a leader who left an indelible mark on every aspect of business he touched. With a background of mechanical engineer, and a long work experience over 6 years, he has taken on roles encompassing plant management, HR, industrial relationships, project execution, design engineering, product management, logistics, and several more. Currently serving as a business head at Delta Steel Structures Private Limited, he is renowned for his ability to optimize resources, ensure quality assurance, and set new benchmarks in plant operations. He's not just a manager, he's also a mentor, and it's inspiration to all those who have the privilege to work with him. Today, we honor of dwelling deep into his world of experience, learning from his insights into various aspects of business. Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome Mr. Venkat Reddy from Delta Steel Structures. Welcome, sir. How are you?
Thank you for your introduction and good afternoon to all of you. Basically, myself, Venkat Reddy, and I'm looking into the complete operations in Delta Steel. And company 2007 Delta Steel has been started, and till now we are operating complete like PEB, heavy structural fabrications, rodo bridges, girders, whatnot, fabrication, complete fabrication, single stop solution we are doing. As on I can say big projects also. Recently we done for the Kia engine shop, Kia YP factory we did, which is right now engine is assembling at Kia workshop, and some other big projects we are doing. As on date we are supplying for JSSL also, like G plus 30, 35 floors, Phoenix for LNT, Ramco Cements also we are supplying. And this business started by YS Vivekananda Reddy in 2007, completely driven by manufacturing sector only, as we are doing only job work basis, and some projects with materials we are taking. This generally not only Indian jobs, we are taking abroad jobs also. Like recently we took the Congo job in South Africa, we shifted, and one is Philippines Davao Medical College also we built roughly G plus 14 floors. And coming to business, we are doing ROBs also, road over bridges. Right now, everywhere we are seeing road over bridges. In India, most of previously in abroad wise, a lot of steel bridges we are seeing in abroad. Nowadays, we are seeing in India, and drastically like big bridges also we are building with steel only. For that, we are doing supplying for ROBs and big companies also, like Phoenix company, or else like railway purpose, road or bridges also we are supplying for governments also. All over India, we are doing business for this steel success.
Thank you, Venkat, for kind of shedding light on the business of Delta Steel Structures. Kind of see that you've been working on big projects, government projects, and things like that. So I would like to understand, sir, as this journey of business has been going on, what would you say, as a, in the manufacturing industry, your key challenges, the bottlenecks that you have faced in this business, such a
Uh,
huge projects and undertakings?
Mainly for MSME, small and medium enterprise companies, first thing, financial thing faces financially, and second thing, majorly raw material, source of raw material. Because see,
Hmm.
for companies, big companies, they'll write MOMs for 3 months or 6 months. But in our cases, daily basis, generally for small like 1,000 tons, 2,000 tons, 3,000 tons we purchase. Keep on, we don't have proper 6 months of price fixing or a 1 year price fixing. It may vary.
Hmm.
And in our sector, mainly we need to concentrate reduction of raw material and wastage of raw material, and depends on job. We need to order the material and we need to cut it down and need to do process with low level of scrap. Like
Mm-hmm. And
1% or 2%, maybe it may reduces.
understandable. So, sir, as you know, working in such several aspects of business that you have been keenly involved, sir, could you tell me any kind of innovative or strategic approaches that you have implemented that, or your business has implemented, that has helped you scale up, yeah, move towards success, as you know, you
In
have faced all of these challenges?
in manufacturing sector, there is no separate this thing. Mainly fully, automation with more machines and less manpower that will be succeed. Keep on technology oriented. We need to upgrade it. So keep on investing and upgrading. Then itself makes sense, and we can make success on it. Otherwise, it will be drastically. A lot of companies are going to close it. No, just keep on S curve. We
Exactly.
need to follow S curve.
Exactly. So, since all of this implementations and all, now that you have been so deeply involved in this industry and all, could you tell us some of the best practices, yeah, strategies that you guys keenly follow? That you also believe that maybe other companies, other people in the manufacturing industry should follow keenly.
Mainly in the process of production, we need to look into the jobs each individual while designing. We need the availability of raw material in market. Predefined lengths are available in market.
Hmm.
On that basis only, we need to purchase the material and cut it down and make our own requirements. Some material may not available as per our standards, that will be loss for the organization, and wastage
Hmm.
will produce more, off cuts will be produces more. So while designing itself, we need to check whether the material is available as per our design or not. First concern. And second
Hmm.
thing, eventually in production part, the capable person should be there
Hmm.
by doing production. Honestly, if you cut the materials or else some wrong production, if you do completely, it will not be take it back. So
Yeah, minor
eventually,
mistakes can cause a
knowledge
major
person should be
losses.
there in our production. Yeah, then only then makes sense and make little bit profit compared to other manufacturing practices.
Yes, yes. Even minor mistakes can cost lakhs of rupees if material might get wasted. So, sir, as you have been thinking about how to make sure design and other aspects. How would you say in this key practices and all? How would customer service have been impacted? Yeah, how important is it for the growth of this
So
or of an
here,
organization?
generally, see, initially designed to on-site erection when we are doing commitment, time of commitment we should give precisely. Like say, if you go with design, detailing, fabrication, and erection, the split it
Hmm.
as five parts or four parts. So
Hmm.
each individual part, we need to give the timeline for that.
Hmm.
Mainly hurdles is, as per my knowledge, see, like design and fabrication will get it done and everything is there. Only people will face us in erection part. Sometimes most of the fabricators fails in erection part only. The remaining all are inline will move as per schedules.
Hmm.
And in Indian market, mainly last 5 to 10%, 10 to 15% or 5%, they'll not push this amount financially.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, like 15% they're stopping, or else in fabrication industry only maximum 10% profit will be there. Out of
Hmm.
it, 5% they will stop as a BG, or else like retention money. The profit
Hmm.
itself goes there itself, and little bit margins will be there, and we need to look into our day-to-day operations. Then only we can make money on it.
Understandable. So, it's like a deep, very rigorously involved process where you regularly churn out material, structures that you will have to build for various companies. And since erection and other part, so much part is there, the margin you're saying is can be like at a 10% or more. So, sir, with this kind of margins and you say it's an industry where the discipline part of it because it's very tight and all. How do you deal with most of the time with customers, and how do you handle, maybe financial part of it, like credit and all? Do you give credit to your customers?
No, generally in Indian market, if you give the credit, you cannot expect the money from them. Most of the times, companies are giving. Some people are giving and stacking. Almost till before dispatch, most of the companies are nowadays doing before dispatch only. They are taking their money and shipping the material, finished material. Once the inspection done at their plant itself, they are this thing. Otherwise, to do credit basis, we cannot sustain a long period. We cannot run the business for a long period also.
So yeah, the capital investment, and because of that, since you don't want
Cash
to
and
give
carry. I
credit.
suggest for all PEB vendors or else fabricators, cash and carry is a good thing. At the end of the day, we can make some money. Otherwise, we cannot, and we need to burn our hands.
Yeah, this here where I think the crucial part of customer loyalty and relationship kind of matters, where we are able to make sure things are going smoothly. As in such, sir, now, like, since we kind of understand all of this, and that now I see that as a person, you've been involved with various parts of aspect of the business, including I see even human, if I'm not wrong, human resources also you have been part of. So, like, sir, in this kind of industry and all, how do you believe, you can, how to retain the right talent? Because it's kind of important in such kind of industries, specifically when you're building out such huge
It's keep
structures.
on searching process. Never-ending process is going on. We need to find the right person at the right time. Otherwise, keep
I
on
understand.
changing. It might take time to build the such type of companies.
So I understand, sir. This is a very important process, and like, if you're seeing in this kind of perspective and all, what would you say your future plans would be along with this business, and how would you see yourself as a businessman slash entrepreneur in this part of?
In any business, mainly people look into the S curves. The never-ending process. Keep on increasing, or else keep on changing ourselves and making better day by day, and moving towards some S curves, and practice general practices like manufacturing practices, or else daily our day by day goals, or as improvement of day by day, keep on conducting meetings and looking into the production plans. It makes them little bit like goal oriented, then only we can succeed, otherwise we cannot.
I understand, sir. So as a mantra and all that you follow, I understand that the business being very, pretty straightforward, disciplined, look just straight to the goal and all. So, sir, what would you personally, as a businessman, would give advice to other manufacturers and MSMEs in this industry? How should they tackle certain things? How do you believe that they should have a perspective on this business?
Simple mantra, just we want to cash and carry in Indian market. Without
Yeah.
that, we cannot do business in Indian market. But in other companies like Koreans, or else like Singaporeans, some Dubai, we are doing with them also quite good, and the payment also good, making money with a quite peaceful money. It's okay.
Thanks for the advice and all, sir. As we kind of come closer to the kind of questions I have personally asked, uh, i- additionally, I have a couple of questions I've gotten during the session and before, like from the chat and all. And if anybody also has health questions, please do put it up in the Q&A section. And maybe or if you want to directly ask, you can raise your hand. So while going towards that, I got a question from Mr. Ravikant from Lynn Steel Trading Company. What do you think is the future of the steel industry as a perspective from a young entrepreneur? When will the steel iron market become stable, or would there be less fluctuations? Any
It
comments
all
around
depends
this?
on government. Generally, it's never ending stable, because see, previously if you look into before COVID, like if we go with plates,
Mm-hmm.
the cost is roughly 38 39 rupees per kg. As on date we see, it's like 65. And
Mm-hmm.
after COVID also, like 2020 21, it's roughly 85 rupees per kg, because exports also, a lot of exports are doing, and a little bit China production also very less, and our most of our manufacturers are exporting compared to our local market. They are getting more money, like 10 to 15,000, more than 15 to 20,000. They are getting more. So most
Mm-hmm.
of the time, see, exports are doing more. And in like Hyundai, some of the companies, other like Koreans, or else some other Europeans companies, less companies are there to produce the steel. So on that basis, our manufacturers shipping more for exports,
Mm-hmm.
making
I
money on it.
understand. So,
So it's
sir,
never ending stabilize.
yes. So, as you just mentioned, thanks for I remember one more question actually had. Since that you mentioned COVID, I would like to know, sir, how has COVID affected your business and how have you overcome it?
COVID time generally, most of the, not only our business, lot of small business affected. And the time, as per my knowledge, lot of small like MSME, one third of the businesses are run, and remaining 3/4 the businesses are closed completely.
Mm-hmm.
Only some deep pockets with financial is good, they are running fine, right, as on date
Mm-hmm.
also. Apart from it, remaining all are
So, how did it
face lot
like?
of problems on the time.
So, Steel Structures did face some problems during the COVID times. Must have been a little difficult, I guess.
Though it is generally we did the on the time this LNT works,
Mm-hmm.
maximum maybe one, I think so, 1 month we kept on hold. Remaining we completely full-fledged operations done.
I understand, sir. So, there was this question I got in. And since you have experience with plant management and all, how to effectively manage plant operations while ensuring full capacity utilization? Could you share some insights on this, sir?
You mean to say complete
Full capacity utilization, like what are the plant capacity
capacity
to production and all?
utilization means, it's also, see, generally capacity utilization means continuous process of bringing works from customers
Mm,
right time and right place. If you want to hurry burry, need to load the capacity of your plant, then once
mm,
again you're going to burn your hands. Because why means, some depends on customer to customer, or else company to company. It may vary the payment terms and other material terms. These all things. So if you want to load completely full-fledged complete means, then you need to bring lot of works and get it and put into the your manufacturing sector unit, and they'll produce it. And once again, the financial problems we need to face it.
mm, mm, mm.
Mainly choose the, if you want to fill it, mainly choose the right person, and whatever the material or whatever the customer comes at your end, get it done in a smooth way and in time. Then that customer only will come back to you. In that case only, that will be to build relation between like 5 to 6 customers. Every time if we build the relation, continuously it will flow, and then we can make full of our plant.
Yes. So, we actually got a question from Mr. Arun Pandian.
I
Yeah,
gone through your question, Mr. Arun.
yeah, yes, sir.
Steel price of business in next 5 years and first generation business, main your suggestion.
Yeah, yeah. Any idea about
Next 5 years,
upcoming?
steel business will be in India. It will be more, and young entrepreneurs can come and join, and we make as a make in India
Yeah,
products. Uh, Compared to, see, nowadays only, previous thing, we are not much depending on steel buildings. Like, see, in our thumb rule, like old thing is, only we are building with our houses building with RCC columns, like that. But the the previous thing come down, and a new era came. So all people are building these steel buildings or as high-rise buildings also with steel only. There's a lot of scope. Not only next 5 years. There is a lot of scope next 15 to 20 years of steel. It's continuous improvement and drastical changes it may come. We want to do business the right path, but we need to see the prices of the material, and eventually, because, see, tonnage wise it will be our financial thing we need to see, and we need to invest it. It will be great. Mainly need to look into the financial thing. Otherwise, it's a good business, and next 15 to 20 years there is no any problem with the steel.
okay. Thank you so much.
As Arun Venkat says, I think there's never, always take the first step. I think you should, as believe, get started. As the steel prices might fluctuate over time, it's better to start now than later, I guess. So I wish you, if you're just getting started on the business, I wish you all the luck, Arun. So back to a couple more questions, Venkat. So I wanted to ask about, as you was talking about, as in the steel structure industry, because you've been building huge structures and all, and you said that the profit margins can be around 10 to plus percent and all. I would like to know, sir, how are you able to effectively manage your costs across labor, material consumption, power costs, especially all of this? How have you been so profitable even with when having such high costs, especially huge
See,
structures and all?
these in this business, we need to look into the volumes.
Hmm.
If you want to see your break-even point is roughly like 100 tons or 50 tons, you should do obviously 200 tons or 300 tons. Then only you can make money. Volume-based business. The
Approach.
fabrication is a volume-based business. Your
Yes, sir.
fixed expenditures and the power bills, whatnot, this all comes at certain level should be a break-even point, right? Above the break-even point, if you do, then we can make money.
Yes, sir.
This is mainly here in 100%, 80% is the raw material cost and 20% is conversion cost. That
Yes.
20% also 10% is the consumables and wastage. Remaining
Yes.
percent 10% only we are making money.
Hmm.
We are
Understand.
selling the
Understand.
fabrication businesses and manufacturing business. Mainly we are buying it and we are selling it,
Hmm.
making some add-on value on it and we are selling it.
Yes, sir. So, that's great to know, sir. So because basically just go focus primarily on volume first approach.
Volume based we need to
Sure.
look into.
So we have a question from Mr. Ketan. Like every other person who is on the bandwagon of AI, he also would like to know what's the impact of AI and machine learning on manufacturing industry, such as steel businesses in the near future, with respect to business owners and higher management perspective. What do you think? How would AI affect us, steel industry?
No, see, previously old practices are reducing and new practices we are going say like IT industry. If you go IT industry, like automation industry, people will think that it will not generate more jobs or else it may reduce us. Ultimately, IT industry is boosting. You can see
Hmm.
lot of jobs also generating. It's all AI thing also will generate a lot more jobs.
So, maybe in the management and if it maybe help in effective purposes. Maybe AI would be used with machines together to
See, like I'll
optimize
tell you one
production.
example. You are manufacturing in somewhere else, and metal is shipping to somewhere else. If you have phone, then you can scan the barcode and know what is the job exactly. The job number also you come to know. This all are AI technology, right?
Exactly, sir. AI will everyone's fear might just turn into hope rather than just jobs and all. Okay, I think that answers Mr. Ketan's question. Okay, Ketan has a follow-up question as now we have been discussing future of businesses and all. Is how to develop and innovate traditional and old business practices respectively.
Old business practices means keep on. We need to increase.
Business.
If you stay there, there is no life for this thing. Keep on
Hmm.
increase. Like see, if you go previously, lot of manual interruption in machines. For that manual interruption to reduce the manual interruption and lot of automation machines came like example if you go with previously manual making all machines or else some equipments right now CNC profile cutting machines came computer numerical code this
Hmm.
makes sense if you go with practices then we cannot sustain in market unable to compete with others the
Hmm.
young generation need to adopt the new technology obviously keep on improving themselves as well as their factory or else their keep on improving only that will make sense otherwise it will be difficult
Exactly, sir.
never
Makes sense.
ending process we need to learn
It's
it.
a never-ending process of growth. Always, strive for. I hope that answers Ketan's question. Yeah, he says even thank you. So I guess Ketan is pretty satisfied. So one more question I wanted to ask was how do you no this one. Yeah oh yeah, found it. So basically from as you know, these are huge plants you work with and all. This question comes from a participant who might be kind of interested in the safety and legal compliances. Wanted to understand how do you handle state statutory and legal requirements while ensuring you create a safe working environment.
Conducting a complete classes for them and toolbox meetings for them every time, and awareness of process, keep on
Mhm.
telling them, and regular updating for them, and telling what the effects will be there for their if they'll unhygiene work if they do. This all keep on telling, and we need to educate them, otherwise will not problems may happen. If we can't educate the toolbox meeting, that will be difficult for them, obviously.
Absolutely. So I think that kind of answers make sure making sure that we maintain safety and various aspects of it. So like one kind of last question I do want to ask, basically is trying to see how you question about how do you handle vendor relationships? Like how do you develop and maintain effective vendor relationships, and what role do they play in a supply chain as such?
Generally, see, in vendor relation, mainly the comes under financials thing. So people will give vendor details also. Some people will give credit basis and keep on continuous process it also.
Hmm.
Suppose last time I went for one exhibition, Indo Expo. We made some two to three vendors over there, and they suggested us some tools. We asked them to test in our factory. They tested it and get it done. We feel that previous compared to previous thing, this is better, and they educated us how to do it.
Hmm. Hmm.
On that basis, they keep on telling vendors also need to update us. This right product which they need to suggest us depends on our requirement. That will be mutual understanding and relation will be formed each other.
Understanding, sir.
But they should not look into their part of business to help to our industry also. Then only it will make sense.
Yes, sir. So as various aspects of this business. So I think that kind of, enlightens me, on that, as you've been involved with various aspects of the business, I see that, the care you put into all of these aspects and how you have been able to help your business grow, sir. So I think that from my end and from for everyone, I think that kind of concludes our, insightful session. First and foremost, thank you for actually making this happen, Venkat sir. Thank you for joining. It's great learning from you, and also to finally meet someone from, having someone from Hyderabad here again.
Okay,
It's
thank you.
nice meeting you, sir. And with that, I think we can kind of conclude our session for today. I hope everybody have gained valuable insights from Mr. Venkat Reddy, true visionary from the industry. And I hope everybody that this master classes have been effectively helping you as you connect with various manufacturer and business owners together. I hope all of you can connect. And I think someone did want to know if they could connect with you, Sir Venkat sir, someone called Rajshekhar.
Sure.
Whoever are attending the session and all, based on Venkat sir's consent, I will share basically Venkat sir's email address if you could want to contact him or discuss and learn together, or maybe do business together. Hopefully, I would like to say thank you for everybody in this community, and I wish you all a best of your luck in your businesses. Stay tuned for more thought-provoking conversations with business owners and knowledge sessions with various aspects of industry experts. And for here, I believe the episode comes to an end. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Venkat sir, and
Thank you. Thank you
signing
all.
off. Thank you all.